Have you ever wondered what the first act of human disobedience was and what consequences it bore? Today we delve into Genesis chapter 3, a pivotal moment in human history. Picture a paradise, the Garden of Eden, where Adam and Eve existed in perfect harmony with nature. Yet, within this idyllic setting, the seeds of disobedience were sown, forever altering the course of mankind. This act of disobedience was not without its consequences. In the heart of paradise, a crafty character emerges, the serpent. This is no ordinary creature. His charm and cunning are his weapons, his tongue, the instrument of deceit. The serpent begins his scheme, slithering up to Eve with a disarming curiosity. His question seems innocent enough. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? But his intentions are far from benign. He's not seeking clarity, he's sowing doubt. Eve, in her innocence, corrects the serpent. We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die. The serpent, quick to twist God's words, replies, you will not certainly die. God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. The serpent's words, like a melody, bewitch Eve. The forbidden fruit no longer appears dangerous but desirable, promising wisdom and power. And so, Eve falls into temptation, her hand reaching for the fruit that was never meant to be touched. Eve, having been deceived, does not keep her newfound knowledge to herself. Adam, unaware of the impending doom, partakes in the forbidden act. Imagine standing on the edge of a serene pond, your hand poised to cast a stone. You release, and as the stone breaks the surface, ripples spread out in all directions. Similarly, with this singular act of disobedience, Adam and Eve disturbed the tranquil waters of their existence, sending ripples of change coursing through their lives and the world around them. Adam, once living in harmony with God's will, succumbs to temptation, accepting the fruit from Eve. It's a bite that echoes through eternity, a taste of knowledge they were not meant to possess. Suddenly their eyes are opened, and they become painfully aware of their own nakedness, of their vulnerability. The innocence they once wore as a mantle is lost, replaced by a cloak of shame and fear. And what do, these first humans, when faced with the glaring light of their transgressions? They attempt to hide, to cover themselves with fig leaves and recede into the shadows of the garden. But can one truly hide from the all-knowing, the omnipresent? Their futile attempts to conceal their disobedience are as transparent as the clear waters of the pond before the stone was cast. In the grand tapestry of life, every thread, every action, carries weight and consequence. Their bite of the fruit, their act of disobedience, was not just a personal fall from grace. It was a cosmic event, a seismic shift that forever altered the landscape of humanity. Their actions did not go unnoticed. God, in his infinite wisdom, was not blind to their disobedience. In fact, he had foreseen it and prepared a response befitting the transgression. To Adam, Eve, and the serpent, he meted out distinct punishments, each one a stark reminder of their folly. First, the serpent. Once a creature of high standing, it was condemned to a life of degradation, forever slithering on its belly, forever a symbol of deceit. This was a physical manifestation of the spiritual fall, a visual testimony to the cost of rebellion. Then, to Eve. She was given pain in childbirth, a sorrowful consequence that would serve as a constant reminder of the first disobedience. Yet, within this punishment, there was also a glimmer of hope, for through her offspring a savior would come, offering redemption to all of humanity. Lastly, Adam. He was told that he would toil and sweat for his sustenance, battling thorns and thistles until he returned to the earth from whence he came. A poignant symbol of the futility of life apart from God. These consequences, while severe, were not arbitrary. They were divinely orchestrated to highlight the gravity of disobedience and its far-reaching implications. They are a reminder of the cost of rebellion against divine order, a cost we bear to this day. Thus, the first act of disobedience led to a ripple of consequences that echo through generations.